Greetings, everyone. It's Yah-Tay, the barber stylist, and I'm back. Had a little bit of technical difficulties. Uh, I know what it was. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that out the way. If you're tuning in, you have joined episode 9 of Yah-Tay, Female Barber Talk with Yah-Tay. I am Yah-Tay Keaton, also known as Yah-Tay, the barber stylist. So I got to tell y'all this before we reintroduce the topic for tonight and get going again. So I have been researching different tools that I can use as I grow the podcast. Y'all know, many of you know that I just started this year. I just started back in January. This is episode number 9. I do a combination of having special guests on, podcast being pre-recorded, and also me bringing you topics and or subjects as it relates to the barbering industry. So to tell y'all what happened, I actually had this program that I am trying. Let me pull it up and see. The program that I have is called Cameo. So I'm learning to actually work the program. And what happened was the audio portion of Cameo was set at default. I had no clue that's what was going on, but I had my lovely friend and mentor in the industry, LaDosha, tell me she couldn't hear me. So I just logged out or ended the stream and make sure the settings were correct so that we can begin again. So if you're tuning in, you have joined episode number 9 of Female Barber Talk with Yah-Tay. I am Yah-Tay Keaton, also known as Yah-Tay the barber stylist, and we will be doing the topic tonight is look, I can't even remember it. Barber Biz, personal branding, making your name stand out. I have 5 topics of discussion as it relates to Barber Biz and branding, personal branding. I'm going to share some of my branding, some of the things that I use as it relates to the topic, provide you with examples, and share my experiences with this topic. So if you are joining for the first time, thank you for tuning in. I am Yah-Tay Keaton. You have joined Female Barber Talk with Yah-Tay. This is episode number 9 once again, and it is Barber Biz, which is a segment under the umbrella of topics we'll be discussing. So there will be more topics to come under Barber Biz. All right, just to let you know. But nonetheless, this is Barber Biz, episode 9. Personal branding, making your name stand out. There are 5 topics, and I'm going to share them with you. I got a few pointers, anywhere from 2 to 3 pointers under each, with some examples that I'll show here on the screen, or I will share with you verbally. So let's go ahead and get into it so I don't hold you all up too long. So the first topic is define your identity. Identify what sets you apart as a barber stylist, i.e. master hair care professional, or stylist, esthetician, whatever it is that you're into. But we're speaking more towards the beauty industry, more specifically barbering and barber stylist or stylist. What sets you apart? Choose a signature style, specialty, and or niche. I have an example of all 3 of them, and I'll tell you, utilizing me as an example as it relates to this first this topic and the first point of choose a signature style. So when I actually got my license, I earned my license after taking the state board, the practicum in theory in 20 21. I became eligible after a 12 months, 12 months of schooling. So I decided that I would cut my hair because I wanted to look like a barber. And this is what we got, the mohawk. So I cut my hair. My barber, Lady Faded Brandy, was the one who cut my hair. It actually turned into a whole photo shoot that I did. So some of the images that you see out there with me with the clippers on my back or in an African print dress, most of those are from the photo shoot. But nonetheless, my signature style is the mohawk, and my specialty is natural hair care. So textured hair care, more specifically, textured hair care. I do locks, braids, twists, cornrows, two-strand twists, wash and goes, anything with natural hair, along with cutting natural hair. That is what I do. So I specialize in textured hair care. My niche, what I'm seeing more of, and I, can own it now. I should have been owning it. Is working with children. I have a background in with children. Professionally, I started working with them 20 years ago, and I still continue to count because even though my last direct care position with them ended in 2021, that's when I transitioned full time into barbering, being a barber stylist back in November of 2021 is when I made the leap to do this full time instead of doing that part time and doing barbering part time. I made the leap in 2021, but at that point, I had been working with children 16 years. So professionally, when I started, it was 20 years ago. And because I still continue to work with them, I say it's 20 plus because we're in the 20th year. But nonetheless, that is my niche. I am a trained paraprofessional to work with special needs and autistic children. So I do have children that come to me for barbering service and or texture hair care service that I work with. So that's my signature style, my specialty, and my niche. So whatever it is for you, you want to identify that. The next one is use a consistent aesthetic in your work and or presentation. So what we mean by that, we already talked about signature look. Always wear a specific color, a color scheme or style. In our case, in the barbershop, we always wear black. So for me, in terms of my branding, because everything is centered around my heritage, being of African descent, so you'll see me in some type of African motif. My earrings have actually become a signature. I wear them when I'm in the barbershop because I do hair a lot. Most of the time, if not all of the time, you'll see me with this pair. I have a light brown pair, and I'm actually looking to get some other colors. But nonetheless, those are just little things that kind of give me a signature look. Also, a branded barber apron or apron. In my case, I wear smocks. So many of my smocks have the African motif on them. As a matter of fact, I'm going to send a picture to myself so I can show them to you here directly while I'm talking about that. Create a recognizable image. So you can do that, have something that you wear, or have a signature look, a signature style, something along those lines that actually set you apart. So as I was saying, for me, so many of my smocks have some type of Afrocentric pattern to it. One is black and white. One has a dominant red color. Two of them have my branding colors, which is olive green, burnt orange, and mocha brown. So those are the colors that you'll see in the logo. And let me see here. I'm still scrolling. Oh, there it is. Let me pull this up so I can send it to myself and then ultimately show it to you all. Technology makes it so easy. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up so that you all can take a look at it. Give me a quick second here. See, look at that technology for you, huh? It's hold on. We getting it. So yeah, seeing is believing, huh? Seeing is believing. All right, give me a second to pull it off and pull it up on the dashboard here, and I'll be able to pull it in so you all can see it. Thank you for your patience. I'm learning to work this thing here. Let's see if I can pull it in, y'all, and bring it up for you. All right, here we go. There we go. So here are my smocks. These are the smocks that I wear. Let me make it, I'll go ahead and make it bigger so you can see. So these are the smocks that I wear. So that's part of my branding, part of the aesthetics of, setting me apart. So I wear one or the other. And as I was saying, you see here the ones with the like a burnt orange, mocha, those colors in it. So these are the smocks that I wear interchangeably. Let's get into the next one. So consistent content style, use the same lighting, background, and our editing style for all of your haircuts and videos on social media. For me, I use Canva, InShot, and what's the Opus clips. So that creates clips. But when I'm putting out stuff, I utilize Canva and InShot. I try to stick with my branding colors for outlining the font and different things along that line. So I do try to stay consistent. As for the lighting, y'all saw in the barbershop here, I'm going to actually put this up so you can see it. Let me take this down real quick. In the barbershop, our lighting is pretty much consistent. I do have a ring light. I don't have control over the aesthetics. It was that way when we came in. So this is actually what my station looks like. But when it comes down to taking photos and or videos, you will see that background. As far as the smock, it'll either be black or like a dark grayish when you see that. So it pretty much stays consistent unless I'm at my home suite. Then again, the background will look different, but you'll be able to tell the difference between the two. The next thing it says here is cohesive shop vibe. As I mentioned, I work as a commission barber. The shop was already set up the way it is in terms of the look. It was previously a salon. So with that, most of it is uniform and themed. The barber stations, our tools are our tools. They are personally selected by each barber. Our capes are similar in terms of the capes that we use. So like I say, the capes that go over the chairs at the end of the evening, they are all consistent throughout the barbershop. However, when we utilize capes to go around the client, they're either black, a little speck of white in them, or they're like a dark gray that looks similar to black. I say like a smoky gray. So our tools individually selected, our capes are very similar, and that reflects not only no grease brand, but the cohesiveness of brand within the shop. So that's our barbershop vibe there. So that is it for number one, is define your identity, identify what sets you apart as a barber and or barber stylist, cosmetologist, whatever it may be. What sets you apart? Signature look, consistent content style, and cohesive shop vibe. All of that plays into setting you apart. And once again, for me, it was the look, my hairstyle. I chose the mohawk. I told y'all about that. My new look, because I used to wear twist outs a lot or bantu knots, and sometimes braids back then. I would wear the kinky twist braids because it resembled our natural texture. Anything that I wore, I tried to wear it where it resembled our natural hair texture. But I chose the mohawk, and this is my signature look. Then too, I shared with you all my specialty is textured hair care. I specialize in taking care of textured hair, although I can cut all textures of hair, but I do specialize in natural hair. My niche is children, and that lends back to my work with children. And then that's it. So number two, social media presence. Build a recognizable online identity. Use Instagram, TikTok, Facebook for before and after transformations. A lot of barbers and stylists use that, and many do reels where it actually goes through the process fairly quickly so that you can do a time lapse and see the style from beginning to end. Sometimes they may give you a snippet of the style and court you to, make comments to see more, or they'll just do still shots of them. But whatever it may be, you want to utilize those platforms. In that, I also want to say, if you have your own website, use that, because like TikTok went down earlier this year, you didn't have access to your clients or your customers or your followers for that matter. Right now, my website is down. It's being updated. I got some things that I want to include. I'm also learning some things as it relates to including some additional things on my site as well. So right now it's down, but I do have a website, Yah-Tay the Barber Stylist. It says post educational content. There's another thing in terms of social media presence and building a recognizable online identity. With that, you can offer hair tips, barber tips, product breakdown, or styling tutorials, or barber tutorials, and things along that line. You can also engage with your followers. You should engage with your followers to comments and DMs. That's very important. I will say, do it in a timely manner. You know what I'm saying? Connect with them in a timely manner, because you do want to reply as soon as you can. Good, bad, indifference. What they say, bad news is still news, or bad comments are not favorable comments. They're still comments. It all ties into the algorithm. So I had a comment once. Someone said, I don't know it verbatim, but they said the host is not supposed to talk as much. And I was like, okay, thank you for the comment. It was a comment. So in that, I'm also taking that as constructive comments. So I look at that as, okay, well, maybe I need to be mindful of ensuring that I'm not talking too much or as much, when it comes down to having special guests. So next topic of discussion, we've already said define your identity. Identify what sets you apart as a barber or stylist. Social media presence, build a recognizable online identity. I talked about cohesiveness. If you all look at my Talk with Yah-Tay Instagram page and my Real Roots Apparel Instagram page, that's Real Roots with a Z, and my Yah-Tay the Barber Stylist Instagram page, you'll see a combination of those three brand colors. But more specifically on my Yah-Tay the Barber Stylist page, you'll see the more dominant color of the burnt orange. On my Talk with Yah-Tay Instagram page, you'll see the dominant color of olive green. And on the Real Roots Apparel page, you'll see the dominant color of mocha brown. Okay, so even though all three of those colors are the brand colors, you'll see one color that stands out more than the other two on either one of those platforms. So I use them interchangeably. However, that's how I'm able to keep the consistency on one, but yet keep the uniformity on all of them as it relates to consistent content style and branding, which also goes into the lighting, the background, your editing style, especially when you're doing haircuts and photos. And like I explained before, in the barbershop, that setting is different. If I have private clients, that setting is different, but it's consistent across the board. So the next one is professional presentation. Brand yourself beyond the cut. What does that mean? What tips that go into that? The first one is dress the part and maintain a clean, stylish image. So like I said, for you all, when I'm in the barbershop, excuse me, our attire is black. Professional, business casual, professional look. Guys wear a bow tie. And in my case, I wear some form of black. Black pants, black skirt, black jeans, black dress pants, whatever. It's black. But I also wear a smock. And I showed you all earlier that my smock, oftentimes I wear the black and white one because it coordinates and lends to us wearing black in the barbershop. Other times you'll see me in this one, and I have another one that's similar to this, but the neck is more rounded. It doesn't have the collar. However, it does have that pattern on it. So that is a consistent style image that I have in terms of setting me apart. You'll see a smock on me with my name, Yah-Tay the Barber Stylist, as well as some kind of African print on my smock. It also says invest in a professional logo and a business card. So for me, I'm still working on logo. I've drawn up some stuff. I had one with the glasses. I was thinking about the clippers and the pick. I'll show y'all this one that I'll have on a shirt, but that's not really a logo. So that's something that we came up with. I was working with this graphic designer on it. So a professional logo, I don't have one at the moment. I'm still working on it. So what I do is stick to my my colors. I stick to that. I stick to the colors. So that's the Yah-Tay the Barber Stylist image. I'm just gonna say image. I plan to have it put on a shirt. So as for my business cards, this is what I use on as a digital card, or I'll use it on social media. Oftentimes people will post on Facebook saying that they're looking for a natural hairstylist who work with kids, or a natural hairstylist who can cut my hair today, or someone who can do this, that, or the other. If I feel like I fit it, then I'll post this one. I do have a few other ones that there's some variation of the color. It may be outlined in green. Let me show you. I'll show you the other one if I can pull it up. It may be some variation, but I do have a few of them that I put out. So that's another one. But for the most part, that is a digital card that I use. It has my name, it has my specialty, it has what I do, has my phone number, email address, location, social media info. It basically has who, what, when. Well, not necessarily when, but it has who I am, what I do, contact information, and it also has a picture of my book. I am a published author, award-winning author, so I put that on there as well as another marketing item. So I also utilize these as business cards as well, because it still has my information on it. It still it has what I do, has the QR code which goes to my website. However, like I said, the website is down because I'm actually in the process of updating and getting some more things on it. It does have my contact information, my email address, and my social media handles. So I use that one as well as this one. And I will say, I carry them everywhere I go. I have them in my pockets. I have them in my smock coat. So my smock coat, jacket, whatever you want to call it. I have it in my smock. So if someone comes to me, I'm in conversation with someone, I can always hand it to them. I keep them on me all the time because you are your business, and you should be talking it up. So these are some things that I utilize in terms of business cards or promo flyers that provide my information, as well as what I do and who I am. So business, invest in professional logo and business cards. It also says ensure your workspace is inviting and matches your brand. Well, in my case, because I don't have a suite or I don't have my own location, as I mentioned before, I'm going to put this back up. I do have a video to show. That's what my station currently looks like. So I do my best to try to keep it as uniform and cohesive as possible. Most everything is black, except for some of the products that I use. But it either has a black top or it's clear of some sort. But that's my station. That's about the extent that I have control over what it looks like. And here's an actual video. So I'm gonna go into the video This is what my station looks like. So those are the bottles that I was telling you about that I try to keep consistent in terms of having it black. So those are just some of the things that I use. I keep a can of Lysol, of course, the barber spray, holding spray. That's a dry shampoo. I utilize that sometimes as well. And of course, the oil sheen. And then that's the barbicide jar there, talc powder. That's where I keep my extra combs, and I have more than one comb, y'all, in case I drop it. My razor blades, volumizing powder, a few other things. My shears go into that one. And then, of course, I thought I pulled a picture up of the inside of my drawers. So let me send that. Look, technology, y'all. I'll send that one to you as well. Give me a second. I'll send that to you. It's a short one, but we'll continue on with this. Thank y'all for your patience. All right, hold on. This one down. I show y'all a little bit more of my station and why I have the things that I do have on here. Hopefully this is useful. Give me a second. Technology is something, huh, y'all? Did I put it up? Hold on, y'all. There we go. Now I can pull this out. Hold on. Let me make sure I don't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might have to delete one of these. I'm gonna go ahead and because you can't have too many on the stage. Removed from studio. Let's bring this other video file in here. And I'll pull this up right quick so y'all can see it. So this is another video. So these are some more items. I do keep pens and markers in the event that I need it. And then that's part of my station as well. I thought I had the other one. I guess I didn't, y'all. Let's see here. Let's see. I appreciate y'all hanging in here with me on this. It's sending it now. So let's get into the next subject while I'm waiting for that to come through. So once again, professional presentation, bring yourself beyond the chair, dress the part, and maintain a clean and stylish image. I shared with y'all how I do that. Invest in a professional logo and business card. I shared with you image of a logo. I won't consider it a logo per se, but it is something that I had worked on. I share with you all my digital business cards and cards that I actually use to offer to potential clients or someone inquiring about my service. So storytelling and authenticity. Let people know who you are. That's number 4 in making your name stand out. Personal branding. So storytelling and authenticity. Let people know who you are. Share your journey as a barber stylist, as a cosmetologist. And I do share my story with my clients. I've also shared my story in my book. Like I said, I am a author, a published author. Here's my book, A Heritage of Hair, Living the Legacy of My Heritage. It is an award-winning book. I've won 3 awards with it. And I share my story in this. And you can actually purchase my book online at Amazon. If you're viewing this on YouTube, just scan the QR code in the banner. If you're watching this on Instagram, the link is in the bio. If you're watching this on what that thing is, Facebook, it's in the banner. So you just scan the QR code and it'll take you right to it. So I tell my story here, how I got started. Actually, I was born into the industry, literally. My mom was pregnant with me, went to state board with me in her belly. But nonetheless, I didn't go into it right away. I talk about that, my story here in the book. It is 186 pages, full color. You can get it. So I'll tell you, those of you who've gotten it, if you would like to have it signed and you're in the Columbiana area, bring it, stop by the barbershop, reach out to me, I can get it signed. If you don't have your seal, I have some, I can get you your seal. If you are not in the state, just DM me, we'll work it out. All right. So that's my journey. You want to read more about the journey? Grab the book and it'll tell you more about my journey. And that's, that's how I share with my clients, me getting into the industry, how I end up coming back around to it. And then it says, be transparent about your passion and experiences. I tend to be a pretty private person, but with my book, I actually open up and I share a lot. I share quite a bit. I'm very passionate about it. I always tell my clients, I get a second chance at my first love, because hair actually was my first love. I just didn't go into it right away because I had a basketball scholarship right out of high school. So my mom was already deceased, and my dad didn't have money to send me to college. So basketball is what got me through school. And then eventually I joined the military and so on and so forth. But I talk about all of that. I share my passion and I share my experiences. I also share my challenges, y'all. I share my challenges with my clients. I had a problem fading in the beginning. I had a challenge with doing straight hair, or being comfortable with cutting straight hair. But I made some necessary adjustments so that I could get that training under my belt. And now I'm good. I cut all textures, both straight hair and textured hair. Like I said earlier, I specialize in textured hair care. So yeah, but I do talk about my challenges. I share my whys and how I'm inspired by others as well. So it's I just love it. I'm grateful to be in it at this time. I've done a lot of different careers. However, I'm here, and all of those things that I've done previously are lending to me being in this career at this time. So that's something that I share with my clients a lot too. So let's see here. The last one is consistency. Consistency is key. Stay connected to your brand. All right. The first thing is, it says post regularly and stick to a content strategy. Weekly themes, consistent posting schedule, engaging series. And I'm gonna break that down because I took some notes on that. So when it says post regularly, so you might have like a weekly theme or something every Monday or every Tuesday or every Wednesday or every Thursday. In my case, every Sunday I do a podcast. So that's like a weekly thing. With my post, I do share my work. Lately, it's been a lot of clips and info in reference to the podcast because I'm trying to promote that and get that out there. It also talks about having a consistent posting schedule. Because I do a lot of my posting, I haven't maximized some of the tools in terms of posting because I use a couple of different things and I haven't, figured out which one I like better over the other. And then, like I said, I'm doing a lot of it myself and creating content amongst other things personally that I got going on. But I do my best to try to post as often as I can. And when I do post, I look at posting something inspirational, whether it's a hair quote or, something along those lines. But it says new cuts, product reviews. I don't do many product reviews behind the scenes. I have done a few lives where I take you not necessarily behind the scene, but allow my followers and audience to engage with my clients. I do stories and lives and reels and things such as that. It says you can catch it all on the page. You can, in your stories. I mainly use my Instagram page for my Yah-Tay the Barber Stylist. I do have a Facebook page. It is shared on that page as well. But consistent posting schedule is good. And then engaging series. What they mean by that is example, they say like a faded Friday is here. Drop fire if you're rocking a fresh cut this weekend. So things like that to get your audience involved. So that's one. Post regularly and stick to a consistent strategy. I'm actually revamping mine because I have brought on the podcast. I want to put more of that information out there as well. Like I said, we're on every Sunday. Let me get this up here. My mouse. We're on every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Female Barber Talk with Yah-Tay. It says here, offer consistent quality in every service and interaction with your clients. So with that, you want to be as precise as you can with your cuts. Getting the same sharp lines, clean finish, consistency is the key. Quality cuts to the best of your ability. If it's braiding, if it's styling, whatever it is, you want to offer your best. Precision, whatever that means for you as it relates to the style or service you're offering your clients. A reliable customer experience. something the customers can count on all the time. I'll give you an example. Oftentimes we give hot towels to men with beards. We utilize the hot towel to put on the beard after we put the shaving cream or beard butter on. One, because it makes the rest of the hair stand up so that we can go in and ensure that we get a clean cut for them. But you know what I do? If I have a person that's dealing with dry scalp, or I don't know, I oftentimes I do a dry shampoo if it's a smaller child and they're not quite ready for the shampoo bowl, I'll do a dry shampoo on them. But with my dry shampoo, I go through and use the brush, lifting it up, lifting the dirt and debris up out of the head. But sometimes I'll come back, most of the times I'll come back with the actual towel. We do put like a essential oil in the towel. It may be peppermint, it may be lavender, it may be something along those lines to give that sense for calming. And I'll put that on the head. I'll put it on the head. I also do hot towels for my kids. Most of them who aren't afraid to have it on, but I'll do a hot towel on the child. And I do that, one, to offer them a different experience, two, to show them what the grooming process is like and what they can look forward to as they age and become older young men. So I utilize that for my children. I also get them to do a mirror check. They check me, have them look at the lines, look at their C cup, look at the back of their neck. So not only are they looking at the cut, but they're looking at learning how to check their haircut to see if it's to their standard and liking. So I point different things out. Sometimes I'm intentional about leaving a line or something off to see if they catch it, because that's part of me showing them and teaching them how to analyze their cut and look at their cut. So reliable customer experience. My customers can always count on that. And attention to detail. Attention to detail. Time is of the essence. You want to get people in and out. You want to be respectful of their time. However, you want to balance that out with not rushing the cut. When I worked at Great Clips, we had a certain time to get the customers in and out. But you also got to look at dollar factor, that, the dollar amount that they were paying. And it's also about production. I guess you can say it's the same, in other barbershops as well. 30-minute haircuts, 40-minute haircuts, and the price point with that. But you do want to be mindful of the client's time, your schedule, but at the same time, you don't want the clients to feel like they got a rush cut. Every client gets the time and care needed for a flawless finish, or a finish that's flawless to the best of your ability. So once again, offer consistent quality in every service and interaction with your client. That's precision every time, reliable customer experience, and attention to detail. Most of them would prefer quality over speed, but you got to balance it. So with this presentation and our topic tonight of Barber Biz, personal branding, making your name stand out. These are 5 points and ways that you can personalize your brand and make your name stand out. Once again, define your identity. Identify what sets you apart as a barber. And for me, I'm going to show y'all this. For me, it's the cut. It's the haircut. Yeah, it's the haircut. I'll show y'all this. So this was one of the photo shoots, as part of the photo shoot that I had when I initially got my haircut. But for me, my signature style is the mohawk. My specialty is texture hair. My niche is children. But that is, like I say, that's the brand for me, y'all. Let me remove this here real quick. If I can get this out of here. There we go. It says use consistent aesthetic in your work and presentation. Try to keep things as consistent and cohesive as possible. The second one is social media presence. Build a recognizable online identity. Use Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for before and after transformations. Post educational content, barber tips, product reviews, product breakdowns, whatever it is that you do. Post some educational stuff or things that your following or followers or clients want to see. Then it says engage with your followers. You want to engage with them and respond to comments and DM. I'm going to say in a timely manner, whatever timely is for you. Number 3, professional presentation. Brand yourself beyond the cut. Okay? Yeah, we know you're a barber, but brand yourself beyond the cut. Dress the part and maintain a clean, stylish look. I shared with you all, that I have smocks that I wear. So that's part of my branding. That's part of my look. It's also for me a celebration of my culture and heritage as well. Invest in professional logo. I told y'all I'm working on it, but I do have a business card that I use digitally and ones that I hand out. This is the one that I tend to use digitally, that I send to individuals, or I post if somebody is requesting my info. I also utilize this one as well as this one. I hand those out. It still provides my information. It has the services that I offer. It has a QR code there, which goes directly to my website. It has my contact information, both email where they can call in or text. And it also provides them with my social media information as well. So having a professional logo and business cards. Ensure your workspace is inviting and matches your brand. I shared with you all in my case, my station is pretty much, it was already set up, but that is my workstation. I try to be consistent in terms of the look. Most of the items are either clear in terms of the container with a black top on it. And of course, I have the other items there too. My oil sheen, my spray, my antiseptic, hand sanitizer, things along those lines. Those are the bottles that I was sharing, and containers that I use. They're clear with the black top on them. So that's what I use. On to the next one, storytelling and authenticity. Let people know who you are. I'm always sharing my story. I'm sharing my passion. I'm sharing my experiences. I'm sharing my challenges. Yeah, I share my why. I just share it with my clients. And I also let them know that I'm a published author. And in this book, my story is also shared in this book as well. So, like I said, it can be purchased on Amazon. A Heritage of Hair, Living the Legacy of My Heritage is the title of the book. It is an award-winning book, but I talk about that. I share how I got into the industry, should I say, got a second chance at my first love. And once again, I share my challenges. I share my passion. I I I, I just share. I share in telling my story. Okay, the last one is the key is consistency. Stay connected to your brand. Post regularly and stick to a consistent schedule. Weekly content, engaging series. My series is my podcast. I'm on every Sunday, whether it's a special guest, it's me bringing you a topic of discussion, or it's pre-recorded. You're going to get something. And as I continue to build, it's going to grow and get better. I offer consistent quality in every service and interaction. That goes with your clients. They want to see precision every time, or precision to the best of your ability. Reliable customer experience. I share with you all with my children. I offer them a hot towel. That's part of the grooming process for men, especially those with beards. We offer that service for them. Oftentimes I offer it, to my children to provide them with an experience that's different from the haircuts that they've probably received in the past. And attention to detail. I always say I'm meticulous about my work. So I do pay attention to detail. That's not to say others don't, but attention to detail. Customers don't want to feel that they are being rushed or that you're rushing with them. Though you want to balance the time that you spend, because you want to keep up with your appointments and your schedule as well. Things happen. People may be late for one reason or another. Yet at the same time, every client should get the time and care needed to have a flawless finish, okay? Or a finish that's flawless to the best of your ability. And most of them would prefer quality over speed. Always remember that. Quality over speed. That's all I have. I want to say thank you to those of you who tuned in. If you're catching this on the replay, thank you for joining this podcast. This is episode 9, Barber Biz, personal branding, making your name stand out. And once again, some ways that you can make your name stand out is to identify your identity, identify what sets you apart as a barber and or barber stylist, cosmetologist, or anybody in the beauty industry. Social media presence, build a recognizable identity online. I shared with you all some of the things that I utilize in reference to helping me to stand out and using my brand colors, schemes, color themes with my branding, as well as the presentation in terms of my marketing material and business cards. Professional presentation, brand yourself beyond the chair, dress the part, invest in professional logos and a business card. I don't have a logo just yet, but I do have business material that I use. Storytelling and authenticity. Let people know who you are. I shared with you all that I carry my cards everywhere I go. I have them in my pocket. I have them in my crossover bag. I have them in my truck. So if I pull up at the drive-through or I'm somewhere out and about, all I got to do is go to my console and pull them out right there. They right there. Like I said, storytelling. Just let people know who you are. They don't know who you are if you don't tell them. So when you're at the restaurant, you're at the gas station, now that I'm a barber, not saying that I didn't pay attention to haircuts or hairstyles, because I commented, to people when I saw something that I really liked. Now I'm more intentional at looking at them, commenting on them, not just the comment. If I really like the cut, I'll say so. If I really like the locks, I'll say so. In that, sometimes I might ask, who does your locks? Who cuts your hair? If they say, well, I got a loctician, or I have a stylist, or I have whomever, well, if you're ever in a crunch, you need somebody, here's my card. Don't hurt. Here's my card. You have any questions, don't hesitate to give me a ring. Pass out the card. There you go. Last one, consistency is key. Stay connected with your brand and your audience, your clients. I follow up with my clients. I check on them, especially if it's a new client that has come to see me. In a few days after they've had the service, I'll check in with them, send them a quick text, check on them, see how they're doing, or remind them, don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions or concerns about your hair or the service. So that's all I have. Thank you all for joining. Greatly appreciate your support. This has been episode number 9, Barber Biz, personal branding, making your name stand out. Thank you for watching the replay. For those of you who are watching this on the replay, you joined live. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to join this broadcast. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And if you're looking to get a copy of my award-winning book, A Heritage of Hair, it can be found online at Amazon. You watching this on YouTube, scan that QR code and on the banner, on the banner. If you're watching this on Facebook, scan that QR code on the banner. If you're watching this via Instagram, just go up to the bio, click that link that says my book, and it'll take you right to the book. If you got Amazon Prime, you can get it in 2 days. Once again, if you're interested in getting it autographed by me, just reach out to me. If you're here in the area, hit me up at the mall or DM me and we can meet somewhere and I'll get it signed. If you don't have the official seal, I can get you that official seal as well. But thank you all for joining. This is Female Barber Talk with Yah-Tay. I appreciate you all tuning into the broadcast. And until next time, enjoy. Enjoy. See you soon.
Naturals.